Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wilburs of Maine chocolate confections, where today we will show you how we create our secret family recipe, handcrafted caramel. Using the finest and local ingredients such as Oker's cream and Dolan's vanilla, the caramel is brought to a boil in large copper pots on a renovated vintage 1914 gas cooker. Some of the caramel is cooled, cut, and then enrobed in chocolate. Some of it may also be used to dip apples and marshmallow or drop for the favorite classic, turtles. Thank you for visiting Wilbur's Chocolate Factory in Freeport, Maine. We invite you to try all the different varieties of our secret family recipe caramel, and we hope you have a sweet day. Hello friends, and welcome back to the Wilburs of Maine chocolate confections, where today we will be showing you how we follow the traditional Needham candy recipe from 1872. We boil and mash the Maine potatoes, mix it with confectionery sugar and coconut, hand form the candies, and drench them in our rich dark chocolate using our enrobing machine. All while we learn the unbelievably true tale of how Maine's original Needhams got their name. In 2015, the New England Historical Society published an article quoting author John Gold, who in 1986 wrote about the commonly accepted story of the origin of the Needham candy. As the story goes, according to his obituary in the New York Times Philadelphia edition on February 2, 1902, George C. Needham was born in Ireland in 1840 and was kidnapped aboard an English ship bound for South America at the age of 10. The captain and crew were very mean to him, tying him to the mast and tattooing his entire body. He was dumped on a deserted area of Patagonia, where he was found by a tribe of cannibals. As they were preparing him for a feast, they found his tattoos, and being superstitious, they let him go. After returning to civilization, he eventually became a faith healer, preaching that religion will make you beautiful. By November 1892, he had made his way to New England and become quite a popular figure. So popular, in fact, that when local candy maker Mr. Seavey created the amazing square potato candy and needed a name, he thought of the popular preacher George C. Needham, a man as unusual as the candy itself. The Wilbur family thanks you again for joining us here at the factory in Freeport, Maine. We invite you to subscribe to this channel as we try to post new chocolate videos every week. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and at Wilburs1 for information on upcoming specials and events. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wilburs of Maine Chocolate Confections. This week, today's chocolate factory tutorial will show us how they create their delicious Maine Mud dark chocolate sauce. Using locally sourced ingredients such as Oakhurst Dairy and Dolan's Vanilla, expertly combined with a variety of cocoa and chocolate bases, Wilbur's chocolatiers use 40-quart copper pots over large gas cookers to melt the sugars, butters, and chocolate, patiently stirring until it develops into a thick, rich, dark chocolate sauce. The Wilburs of Maine Mud Sauce is available in many different flavors, making it perfect for every occasion. Pick up a jar of the sea salted caramel to pour over your favorite ice cream, or some Hotsy Totsy with the touch of chipotle, perfect for those who like a little spice. At Wilbur's, we have two factories located at the rear of the building, and the first one we will be visiting today is the enrobing room. To enrobe is to drench in chocolate. At the heart of the factory is the enrobing machine. It is 34 feet long, has two melting pots and a cooling tunnel, and today we are enrobing graham crackers. Each cracker is individually loaded by hand onto the bottomer and then travels along the cooling belt where it's allowed to set before it gets to our enrobing machine. The enrober has a melting pot in the back where the solid chocolate is placed, and once melted it sticks to the chocolate chain where it's pulled up to the chocolate chute and then falls down into the perfect chocolate curtains. And once the crackers have passed through the curtains, they get a little shake and an extra drizzle of chocolate on top. And then into the cooling tunnel for a 6-minute trip to chill, before being hand-packed and sent to our own 3 stores here in Maine and others throughout the country. The panning room is where we make everything that is small, round, hard, and delicious, such as our chocolate-covered blueberries and malt balls. Using our 60-inch Latini belt coater, our talented chocolatiers can produce over 1,500 pounds of candy in a single day. Once filled with the malt ball centers, the nozzles are opened at the top of the belt to allow the exact amount of chocolate to drizzle onto them. Once fully coated, the malt balls are transferred into our pans, which work as large rock tumblers do, making the product smooth and shiny and sealed in for freshness. Before everything is hand-packed and shipped out to our own 3 locations, as well as multiple retailers throughout the country. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wilburs of Maine chocolate confections. This week's Tuesday's tutorial, we will watch and learn how Wilburs creates their handcrafted candy canes. The community is invited every year at the beginning of the holiday season to watch the Wilbur candy makers boil the sugar, pour it out to cool, add the flavoring and coloring, and prepare the sugar for pulling. While the Wilbur experts shape canes for all three of their stores in both Freeport and Brunswick, friends can make everything from their own traditional canes to just about anything they could possibly imagine. Thank you for watching. And if you love all things chocolate and candy like we do, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for your weekly dose of factory tutorials on Tuesdays, relax with a new chocolate ASMR every Wednesday, and have fun with us on Shenanigan Saturdays. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wilburs of Maine Chocolate Factory. Today, we will see how they take their handcrafted caramel, combine it with their premium chocolate to create everyone's fall favorite chocolate-covered caramel apples. Local ingredients such as Oaker's Dairy and Dolan's Vanilla are brought to a boil in our 40-quart copper pots over gas stoves and cooked down until it becomes the thick, rich, sweet caramel that Wilbur's is known for. Some of the caramel will be scooped onto pans and allowed to cool before it is sliced and then hand placed on the enrober to become fully drenched in chocolate. Some of the caramel will be used to make Scotch kisses and pecan turtles, but today we are here to see the caramel apples. After hand dipping each gigantic apple in the fresh caramel, the apples are allowed to cool 24 hours to let the caramel set before dipping them in our premium chocolate. Our talented chocolatiers may then drizzle them with a little bit more chocolate, perhaps some sprinkles, or even get a bit nutty. However you prefer them, be sure to stop into Wilburs of Maine in both Freeport and Brunswick soon to get yours before they're gone. Today we will be whipping up some of our famous chocolate buttercreams. Using our 80-quart Hobart mixer, we start with our sugar, butter, cream of tartar, and eggs, adding in our secret ingredients such as the delicious local Oaker's cream and Dolan's vanilla with the perfect blend of sweet cocoa. The freshly mixed chocolate buttercream is then loaded into the extruder and onto the enrobing machine, where it receives the perfect layer of decadent Wilbur's chocolate. Before it is cooled and carefully hand-packed and shipped across the country through multiple retailers such as LL Beans, Whole Foods, and Hannaford's.